In academic ableism, J. Dolmage reminds us that universal design, or UD, began in architecture, but has always been about more than ramps, railings, or lever style door handles. At its heart, universal design asks the question, what if we design spaces, systems, and experiences so that no one had to be retrofitted in after the fact? Ronald Mace, the thinker and designer who coined that term, called universal design, quote, the design of products and environments to be usable by all people to the greatest extent possible without the need for adaptation or specialized design. Dolmage warns that too often universities treat access as an afterthought, relying on what he calls retrofits, fixes like extra time on a test or an added ramp. But that makes disability look like a problem to be solved rather than a perspective to center. But universal design flips that script. Instead of focusing on fixing the deficit of disabled students, it calls on us to redesign the environment itself. And that means creating classrooms where multiple modes of learning and expression are built in from the beginning. Lectures alongside transcripts, or even closed captioning. Group discussions alongside quiet reflection, projects that can be essays, videos, or even presentations at statewide conferences. Universal design isn't just a checklist. It's a mindset of planning for hybridity and planning for transformation. Dolmage even talks about deep accessibility, access not just to the building, but to the senses, the communication, the orientation of a space, and ultimately the agency to shape that space. And that resonates so deeply with us at Nachos because here we're not just talking about entering a room, we're talking about belonging in the story being told inside it. For our Nacho Knots, this is where the lessons of the Hobbits meet the ethics of universal design. Hobbits remind us that the ordinary people and simple joys matter. Universal design reminds us that ordinary bodies and minds, all the shapes and rhythms of human experience, belong at the design table. Together, they teach us that real community is built when we stop asking who can fit in and start asking how can we shape the space so that everyone belongs from the start.